Good morning, students. Everybody is okay.
Good morning, sir.
So, in last class, I have just started the exact equation of first order, first degree. So, I was telling, for example, if we have d of x y, so we know that it is what? It is the x dy plus y dx. So, by chance, if you have the equation x dy plus y dx is equal to 0. So this can be written as d xy is equal to 0 or xy is equal to c. So this type of the equation is the exact equation. If you have d of x upon y, so here we have the y dx minus x dy upon y square. So by chance, if you have the equation y dx minus x dy is equal to 0. So to solve this equation, what we can do, y dx minus x dy upon y square is equal to 0. So left hand side can be written as d of x upon y is equal to 0, or it will become x upon y is equal to c. So this means here this equation is the exactly integrable. So this type of the equation are known as the exact equation, which is the exactly integrable. You know that we have the y upon x, d of y upon x, so it is the y dx minus x uh, x dy, x dy minus y dx upon x square. So by chance, if you have the equation x dy minus y dx is equal to 0, so to solve this, what we can do, x dy minus y dx upon x square is equal to 0. Left hand side can be written as d of y upon x is equal to 0 or y upon x is equal to c. After the integration on both sides, you will get the y upon x is equal to c. So this type of the equation, if we have this equation, so these are the exactly integrable. So when the equation is exactly integrable, then we say it is the exact equation. So in previous class, I have told you why if we have the equation fxy is equal to c, so it represents the family of the curve. Family of the curve means, for example, in previous class I have told you, for example, if we have the x square plus y square is equal to a square, so it represents the family of the circle for the different values of the a. So it will give you, if you differentiate it, it will give you df is equal to 0. This df can be written as del f by del x into dx plus del f by del y into dy. Means this df can be written as del f plus del f. Small, right? Sum of the small part is the small part. So it can be written as del f by del x into dx plus del f by del y into dy. So if you write this as a m and this as a n, so our equation will become the m dx plus n dy. So here we
So
have the
what?
m. Pardon?
So how? Why did you write it? Df equal to del f plus del f. How did you write that?
Means here we are saying that the df or del both are representing the small part of the f. So means we are saying that very small part of f is again the small part. Addition of the small
Oh,
part is again the small part. So df is equal to
okay.
del f plus del f we are writing.
Okay. Okay.
And
I see.
so here in general we have the equation of this form, m dx plus n dy, where m and n are function of x and y, right? Where m and n are function of x and y. So uh, if we can write m is equal to del f by del x and n is equal to del f by del y. So from the above theory, this can be written as df is equal to 0, and by integration it will give you fxy is equal to c. So here the equation 3, this m dx plus n dy is termed as a exact equation. So how it is coming? So how we can recognize? Every time we cannot check like this whether it is the exactly integrable or not. So is there any theory for this? So I am saying that what we are writing the del fy del x is equal to m and del fy del y is equal to n. And by calculus we know that del 2f upon del x del y is equal to del 2f upon del y del x. By calculus we know this property. So from here, what will be the value of the del 2f upon del x del y? So del 2f upon del x del y will be the del m by del y. And from here, what the value of the del 2f upon del y del x? It is the del n by the del x. If these two are equal, then we have the del m by del y is equal to del n by del x. So this is the condition. This is the condition. If m dx plus n dy is equal to 0, then del m by del x is del m by del y is equal to del n by del x will be the equal. So this is the condition. So here we have written m dx plus n dy is the exact differential equation. 3 is called the exact differential equation. So by calculus del 2f upon del x del y is equal to del 2f upon del y del x. So del of del x is of del f by del y is equal to del of del y of del f by del x. So just you put the value. So it will give you del n by del x is equal to del m by del y. So it means here. So here, if del m by del y is equal to del n by del x, then m dx plus n dy is termed as a exact equation. So it means this is your necessary condition. So here we have the example, means equation number 5 is the necessary condition for third being a exact equation. For the exactness, this is the necessary condition. Means if equation is exact means exactly integrable, then definitely it will satisfy the del m by del y is equal to del n by del x. That is the necessary condition for the exactness. So now working rule for the solution. How, if we have the equation of the form m dx plus n dy is equal to 0, how we can determine the solution? So now next is the working rule of for solution. So you know we have already seen this thing, del f by del x is equal to m and del f by del y is equal to n. So if you integrate anyone, let us integrate the first one. So integrate with respect to x. So when you integrate with respect to x, f will come integral of m dx plus. Now in this case, when I am saying that when I am saying that del f by del x is equal to m, so it will become del f is equal to m del xx. Now integrate on, this will give you m m. So
Excuse me, sir. Sir, your voice is lagging.
So your voice is lagging.
Uh, Now, please check the right audio videos. So I was discussing f is equal to integral mdx plus gy. So now differentiate this equation with respect to y. So we will get the del f by del y and del y of the integral mdx plus g dash y. G dash y. So here what I am saying that, so here we have the f is equal to integral mdx plus gy. So now when we differentiate with respect to y, so it is the in partial derivative of integral m del x plus g dash y. And what is the del f by del y? Del f by del y is the n. So n is equal to del by del y integral dx plus g dash y. So this can be written as g dash y is equal to n minus integral del y of integral m del x, right? This will be. So now question arise. Here we have assumed that it is the strict function of the y. If it is the strict function of the y, it means it is the whether it is independent of x or not. It is independent
Sir,
of
can you
x or
repeat?
not.
Because, sir, can you repeat this part again? There was a lag.
I'm saying uh, till now it is clear why I have added the gy.
No, sir. This was not even okay.
I have said you now it is clear that del m by del y is equal to del n by del x for the exactness. It is the necessary
Yes.
condition. It is necessary condition. Now we have the del f by del x is equal to m. Del f by del x is equal to m. So this can be written as del f is equal to m del x. If you integrate on both sides, it will give you f and integral m del x plus c. In general, we write the c. So instead of the c, we take the gy. Why? If there is no harm to take the gy because we are integrating with respect to x. Means if you differentiate with respect to x, you will get the above equation. Del f by del x is equal to m plus 0 because there is no term of the x. It is the strict function of y. So there is no x. There is no x term. No x term in gy. There is no x term in gy. So its differentiation will be the 0. So here we have this integral f is equal to integral m dx plus gy. Now if you differentiate it by the with respect to y, so del f by del y is equal to del y of integral m del x plus g dash y. And with the fourth second, whatever the assumption, del f by del y is equal to n. So here we put the del f by del y is equal to n. So n is equal to del by del y of integral m del x plus g dash y. So here the g dash y will be the n minus del y of integral m dx. Now question arise, whatever the claim here we have done, it is the strict function of the y, or there is no term of the x in gy. So whether it is true or not true. So for that we have to check, right, whether it is the strict function of y or not. Means in this case, what is the gy? Gy is what? Integral of n minus integral del y of integral m dx. So now we have to check whether it is the strict function of x or not. So for that, what we will do, we will compute the del g by del x. Del g by del x, right? So when we compute the del g by del x, so here we have, if you compute the del g by del x, so del y del x of the n integral del y integral n minus del y of integral m del x. So it can be written as del n by del x minus del 2 of del x del y of the integral m dx. So now it will become the del n by del x minus
Sir,
del m by
can you turn on the pointer of your mouse?
पॉइंटर में टैब में नहीं आता यार. Okay, just wait a bit. I am saying that here g dash is, here I am saying that g dash y is what? N minus del y of integral m del x. So they are saying that it is the strict function of the y. Strict function of y means if you take the partial derivative with respect to x, so it will come del y del x of n minus del y of integral m del x. This will come. Clear? Now this can be written as del n by del x minus del 2 of del x del y of integral m del x. This can be written as del y del y and del y del x of integral m del x. This we can write. This can be written as del y and this integral and the differentiation you can cancel. So here we have only the m. So here we have the del n by del x minus del m by del y. And what will be the value of this? Its value is 0, because for the exact they are the equal. For the exact they are the equal, so it will be the 0. So if it is the 0, by differentiating with respect to x, if it is the 0, this will implies that it is the strict function of y only. It is strict function of y only. There is no terms of the x. So when there is no terms of the x, so here the gy will come the integral with respect to y. So gy is equal to this, right? Integral of this with respect to y. So that is the theory of the
Sir, can you
solution
scroll
of the-
down? Sir,
means here first we have written the in denominator del x del y. Then here we have written the del y del x, because we know in the calculus we know that del 2 divided by del x del y is equal to del 2 divided by the del x del y. They are the commutative. Clear? Still any doubt?
Yes, so just one clarification. Earlier, when we added gy, and so why are we trying to show that it has to only be a sole function of y and shouldn't contain any x?
No,
So
no,
what was
actually
our
I am claiming this ki here there is no term of the x. There is no terms of the x. So here I am proving that it will always happen. In the gy there is no term of the x.
Okay, and this was so by what we mean by saying the exactness condition? Like,
Exact
how does this
exactness.
help us?
Then exact conditions means this m dx plus n dy is equal to 0 can be written as in the form of the df is equal to 0, so that you can integrate directly and you can write say f is equal to c.
Oh, okay, okay, got it, sir.
Exactness means exactly integrable. So this we can write in this form and exactly we can integrate. So now we have this g dash. So now this where is the solution? Solution is this one. Solution is this one. So here we put f is equal to, so gy is equal to integral, gy is equal to integral n minus del y of integral m dx with respect to y. So on substituting this value of the g in the sixth one, so f will come integral m dx plus gy plus gy. So the solution will be the fxy is equal to c. So common mistake we have seen, you at last you forgot to write the fxy is equal to c. So always the solution will be the fxy is equal to c in the exact equation. So let us understand this by the question. Let us have the question number 1. X plus 2 upon y dy plus y dx is equal to 0. So always first thing you have to take care, you have to write this equation in the standard form, m dx plus n dy. So here we have written the m dx plus n dy means y dx plus x plus 2 upon y dy is equal to 0. Whole theory depends over this only, m multiply with the dx and n multiply with the dy. Never you change the m and n, otherwise your condition will differ. So here the m will become the y and n will become the x plus 2 upon y. So from here del m by del y will come 1, del n by del y del n by del x will come 1. So from here you can see we have the del m by del y is equal to del n by del x. So it means it is the necessary condition for the exactness. So we can say equation number 1 is exact. Equation number 1 is exact equation. Now what is the solution? Solution we know that solution is the f integral m dx plus gy. M is what? M is the y. So integral y dx plus gy. So integration will come yx. Integral of this is the x. So yx plus gy. Yx plus gy. Now when we differentiate this by the or with respect to y, if you differentiate this with respect to y, so del f by del y, so del f by del y will come x plus g dash y. But del f by del y is equal to what? N. And n is what? X plus 2 upon y. X plus 2 upon y. So x and x cancel out. Automatically you can observe here. You can observe here g dash is coming strict function of the y. So g dash is equal to 2 upon y. G dash y is equal to 2 upon y. So it will give you gy is equal to ln of y square plus c, because we are doing the integration. So here you add the constant of integration. It means f will become, f is what? F is the yx plus gy. Gy we have computed as a ln y square. So it will become f is equal to yx plus ln y square plus c. What I have told you, always we write the solution f is equal to c. So here we have written that f is equal to yx plus ln y square plus c is equal to c dash, another any constant, and then c dash minus c is another constant, c var. So our solution is the yx plus ln y square is equal to c. So this is our solution. So for the means here we have the exactly integrable. Right, means if you differentiate this function, you will get the given equation is equal to 0. So it is not necessary.
But
Always
sir,
we have the exact. Yes.
the main objective is to prove that d of f is equal to 0.
Pardon. D of f is equal to 0. Yes. D of f is equal to 0. So that we have the direct integration or direct solution f is equal to c.
Okay, sir.
So, for example, we have this question: solve sin x tan y plus m dx cos x sec square y dy. So, in this case, m will be what? M will be the m dx plus n dy. So, m is sin x tan y plus 1, n is cos x sec square y. So, if you compute del m by del y, so it will come sin x sec square y and del n by del x. What is the meaning of the partial derivative? When we are doing the partial derivative, always we keep the other variable as a constant. So del m by del y means we have to differentiate with respect to y only, right? This will remain as a constant. So sin x and derivative of the tan y is the sec square y. When we compute the del n by del x, so del n by del x means this is the constant sec square y and its derivative will be minus sin x. So whether the sin x sec square y and minus sin x sec square y are equal, they are not equal. So here the del m by del y not equal to del n by del x. It implies that first is not exact equation. So we cannot proceed in this way. Right? For this question, we cannot proceed in this way. So let us have the seventh question. Sin x sin y minus x e to power y into dy is equal to e to power y plus cos x cos y dx. So you write in the standard form. Standard form is what? M dx plus n dy is equal to 0. So here m is what? E to power y cos x cos y. From above we can write this, and n is what? Minus sin x sin y minus x e to power y, or you can say means minus sin x sin y plus x e to power y. So first we check the whether it is exact or not. For that we compute del m by del y. Del m by del y will come e to power y minus cos x sin y, and del n by del x will come minus cos x sin y plus e to power y. So here we can see that these two are equal. So when these two are equal, we can say first one is the exact equation. When the first one is exact equation, so solution is what? F integral m dx plus gy. So m is what? E to power y plus cos x cos y. With respect to x, you have to integrate plus gy. So with respect to x, you have to integrate. So here it will come the x e to power y, and here we have the sin x cos y. So sin x cos y plus gy. So this is the f. So when this is the f, you differentiate with respect to y. So del f by del y will come. Del f by del y will come x. Now you have to differentiate with respect to y, keeping x as a constant. So x e to power y minus, right, minus sin x, and its derivative is the minus sin y. So minus sin x sin y. And we know that del f by del y is what? It is the n. So n in our question is minus sin x sin y plus x e to power y. So on both sides you will see both are the same thing. So here the g dash will come. G dash will come is equal to 0. So g dash of y is equal to 0. So gy is equal to constant. So when the gy is equal to constant, this gy you put here as a constant c, and then f is equal to c is another constant, c dash will be the answer. So here you put the c and is equal to c dash is the answer. So here in next slide we have this thing only. So f of x into e to power y plus sin x cos y plus c. So fxy is equal to c dash is the answer. So x e to power y plus sin x cos y plus c is equal to c dash. Then c dash minus c you can write as a c bar. So this is your answer. Sometimes directly we cannot write, right? Sometimes with little manipulation you can convert it into the exactly integrable. Let us have the 20th one. Solve y dx minus x dy upon x plus y whole square plus dy uh, is equal to dx. So in this case, plus dy is equal to dx. So in this case, in the denominator, if you would write y dx x dy, if you take the y square common, so it will become 1 plus x upon y whole square plus dy is equal to dx. So this factor can be written as, I have told you what is the d of x upon y. D of x upon y is what? It is the y dx minus x dy upon y square. This only we have. So this we can write as a d of x upon y upon 1 plus x upon y whole square plus dy is equal to dx. So now it is exactly integral, 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 right? You can integrate directly. So what is the integration of the dx upon 1 plus x whole square, right? What is the integral of the dx upon 1 plus x whole square? Yes, anyone?
Minus 1 upon 1 plus x by y.
So its integration will come minus 1 upon 1 plus x upon y plus its integration is the y, its integration is the x. So here, just by manipulation, you can bring your equation into the exactly
C,
integrable. Yes.
Sir, plus constant
C
of
is also.
integration.
Constant of integration I am telling. Just right. So this is the exact integration. Then we have to add the on any side the constant of integration. Because in the solution always we have the that much arbitrary constant, whatever the order of the differential
Sir,
equation.
sir, how is this exactly differentiable equation?
Means whatever this function, that same function we are taking here. Exactly integrable. Exact equation means exactly integrable. So here we can integrate like this.
So, but in the earlier cases, we had to split it into m and x and then
That
see
is
that
the
if it's
another form.
exact.
In that form also you can do this. Just by manipulation easily how you can do. Otherwise you have to do the in the bigger manner. So in that also we are trying to determine the exactly integrable form. Here also we are trying to determine the exactly integrable form. So just by the few manipulation in steps, algebraic manipulation, we can write in the exactly integrable form. So when we write in the exactly integral form, directly you can integrate.
Yes, I understood that, but here, like in the earlier cases, we had to make sure that the equation we are solving before we integrate, we had to make sure that it was an exact
Actually,
equation.
that is the concrete methodology. Here we are doing the hit and trial. But easily, if you can determine the exactly integrable form, then bring that. That whatever
Okay.
the method, that is the foolproof method. But in this way, it is not necessary. You can bring.
So we don't have to show that it's m like dm by dy
If
equal
you
to d.
want to apply that method, if you want to apply, if you are claiming that it is the exact equation, then you have to show. Here I'm not claiming that it is the exact equation. I am bringing this in the integrable form.
So there's a possibility that this might not get solved if it's not an
It
exact.
is, it is possible. It is very much possible.
Sir, basically we were able to achieve a variable separation method, right? In this case.
We are trying to means separate the means we are trying to integrate. Basic thing is in differential equation we have to differentiate for the solution, for the integration. We have to integrate for the solution. So how we can easily integrate? That is the main logic. See, from here it will clear. So now next section, integrating factor. Integrating factor, as you are claiming that many equations are not necessarily easily integrable or necessary exact. So how we can make them exact? So if the equation of the form m dx plus n dy is equal to 0 is not exact means it will not satisfy the del m by del y is equal to del n by del x. It can also be made exact by multiplying some function of x and y. Such multiplier is known as the integrating factor. Means in this, if you multiply, with the sum function of x and y, then it will become the integral exact. There are infinite number of integrating factor of particular equation. It is not necessary we have the unique, we can have the more than one also, or even infinite number of the integrating factor for the given equation. So what I am saying that this our equation is what, m dx plus n dy is equal to 0. It is not exact. If it is not exact, what I am saying that you add, you multiply by the mu. Mu is what? It is the function of x and y. It is function of the x and y, right? In this. So now it will become the mu m dx, mu n dy. So we write it as a m dash dx n dash dy, and this is nothing. This will be the exact. If this is the exact, then this mu is termed as a integrating factor. So now question arises, how we can determine the integrating factor, right? That is the logic, how we can determine the integrating factor. So rule 1 is by inspection. So in last exercise also we have done this thing. So by rearranging the terms of the given equation and or divide by the suitable function of x and y, the equation thus obtained will contain the several part integrable easily. Means we have to search this type of the condition. If you are able to search this type of the condition, directly you can write d of y upon x. You have to search this type of the condition. If you have in the equation, then directly you can write d of x upon y. D of x square upon y can be written as 2yx dx minus x square dy upon y square. Similarly, d of y square upon x can be written as, so in some equation, if you find this factor, so directly you can write d of y square upon x. Similarly, log of xy means if we have the d of log of xy, so its differentiation means 1 upon xy and derivative of the xy is the x dy plus y dx. So if we have this type of the things, so directly you can write as a d of log of xy, right? Similarly, d of xy is the x dy plus y dx, d of the log of x upon y, so it can be written as d of log of x upon y, so it can be written as 1 upon x upon y, and derivative of x upon y will be the y dx minus x dy upon y square. So y and y cancel out. So it will become the y dx minus x dy upon xy. So if you have this type of the form in the any equation, then directly you can write it as a d of log of the x upon y. Similarly, d of log of y upon x as a x dy minus y dx upon xy, right? D of tan inverse y upon x can be written as x dy minus y dx upon x square plus y square. So what is the derivative of the tan inverse x? 1 upon 1 plus x square. So it will give you 1 upon 1 plus y upon x whole square. Then derivative of the y upon x. So on solving, you will get this. D of e to power x upon y can be written as y e to power x dx minus ex dy upon y square. So from all you can observe integrating factor can be 1 upon y square, 1 upon x square plus y square, 1 upon xy, 1 upon xy, 1 upon xy, 1 upon x square, 1 upon y square, 1 upon y square, 1 upon x square. So integrating factor can be the function of, right, x and y. So integrating factor can be the form of the 1 upon x square, 1 upon y square, 1 upon xy, 1 upon x square plus y square. So if you multiply with this, you will get the exactly integrable form. For example, this solve y dx minus x dy is equal to xy cube dy. So if you divide whole equation by the xy, so it will become y dx minus x dy upon xy, and on this side it will become xy cube upon xy. So this can be written as y dx minus x dy upon xy is equal to y square dy, and from the above formula we have seen this can be written as d of log of x upon y, and on the right hand side it will become this can be written as d of log of x upon y. Now if you integrate on both sides, so integrate on both sides, so you will get the, so log of x upon y, log of x upon y is equal to y cube upon 3 plus c. So that is the your answer. So just by inspection, right, you have to, so here the what you are doing here, you are multiplying with the integrating factor 1 upon, here the mu is what, 1 upon xy. So in the equation, if you multiply, by the 1 up mu 1 up mu or 1 upon xy, so it will become the exact. So need not to check there the exactness, like the del m by del y is equal to del n by del x. If you are able to write in the integral form, directly you can write. Solve x square dy by dx plus xy is equal to root of 1 minus x square y square. So this can be written as x dy plus y dx upon root of 1 minus x square y square minus dx upon x is equal to 0. This we can write. Clear? Means here we have the x square dy plus xy xy dx is equal to 1 minus x square y square dx. So we can have the equation xy minus root of 1 minus x square y square into dx plus x square dy is equal to 0. M dx plus n dy. In this form also we have the equation. We can write this. So this can be written as x dy plus y dx upon root of 1 minus x square y square minus dx upon x is equal to 0. So what is this? This can be written as d of sine inverse of xy, sine inverse of the xy, and this is the dx upon x minus dx upon x is equal to 0. So now you integrate on both sides. So you will get the sine inverse xy minus log of x log of x is equal to c. So that is your answer. So this is the by inspection. So many times by inspection you cannot determine. So we should have the some concrete method. So that is the rule 2. If 1 upon n del m by del y minus del n by del x is function of x alone, then right, let it is this 1 upon n del m by del y minus del n by del x is equal to fx. Let's say it is the fx. Then integrating factor will be the mu will be the in e to power integral fx dx. This will be the integrating factor of equation m dx plus n dy. Similarly, if minus 1 upon m del m by del y minus del n by del x is function of y alone, say gy, then e to power integral gy dy is an integrating factor of m dx plus n dy is equal to 0. So in this way you can recognize at least one integrating
Sir,
factor.
sir,
Yes,
what is this 1 by n in the above equation?
1 by n means what you are asking. N is the this factor. Whatever the function of the function other than the dx in the equation, m dx plus n dy.
Sir, can you repeat rule 2 again?
I am saying that if we have the m dx plus n dy is equal to 0, any non-exact equation, if it is the non-exact equation, right? So in this case, we have to multiply with the mu on both sides. To make it as a exact. So what is the form of the mu? The form of the mu we have to recognize. What should be the mu? So for that we have 1 upon n of del m by del y minus del n by del x. See, when I am saying that it is not exact, what this implies? This implies that del m by del y not equal to del n by del x. It means del m by del y minus del n by del x is not equal to 0. If it is not equal to 0, that factor you can write here, del m by del y minus del n by del x. If you divide by the m and it is the function of x only, there is no term of the y, let's say fx, then this integrating factor is what? E to power integral fx dx. This will be the integrating factor. Similarly, if minus 1 upon m del m by del y minus del n by del x is function of y only, then we say, let's say it is the gy, then e to power integral gy dy will be the integrating factor. So in this way you can get, we have the infinitely many integrating factor for any equation, but with this exactly means at least one integrating factor you can determine. Can we see one question? Because it is
Yes, sir.
exactly 11:50. Can we have the 2 minutes more?
Yes, sir.
So if we have the xy minus 1 dx plus x square minus xy dy is equal to 0. So we know that this is what, this is the m, this is what, this is the n. So m dx plus n dy. So m is equal to xy minus 1, n is equal to x square minus xy. So here we compute the del m by del y is equal to x will come, del n by del x will come the 2x minus y. So we can observe that they are not equal. So they are not equal means this will implies that they are not exact. So when they are not exact, we compute 1 upon n del m by del y minus del n by del x, right? We compute the 1 upon n del m by del y minus del n by del x. So del m by del y is what? X. Here we have seen. Del n by del y we have 2x minus y. So here we have seen, right? Upon n. N is what? It is the x square minus xy. It is the x square minus xy. So it will come, it will give you minus 1 upon x. So minus 1 upon x means strict function of x. Let's say it is the fx. So when it is the fx or gx, right, gx, then integrating factor will be the mu e to power integral gx dx. So e to power integral minus 1 upon x dx. So it is the e to power minus ln x, or it is the 1 upon x. So now you can say mu is equal to 1 upon x is the integrating factor for the given equation. So just in the given equation, you multiply with the mu 1 upon x. So here we have the 1 upon x, right? Multiply with the 1 upon x, multiply with the 1 upon x. So now we have the equation m dx plus n dy, or you can say m dash dx plus n dash dy. So if you check now, del m by del y, it will come 1. Del n by del x, it will come 1. So you can say it is the exact. Means after multiplying with the 1 upon x or integrating factor, non-exact equation will become the exact. Now, for if it is the exact equation, if this is the exact equation, its solution will be the f is equal to integral m dx plus gy, whatever you have done earlier. So m is what? Here now you have to take this new m, means now this is your new m, this is the new n, right? So it will become the integral of m dx. Integral of m dx means, so xy minus its integral is the xy minus log of x. So xy minus ln x plus gy. Now we differentiate with respect to y. So del f by del y is equal to, del f by del y will become the x plus g dash y, and del f by del y is what? N. So n is, this is the new n, x minus y. So here n is equal to x minus y we put. So what is the benefit? X and x from both sides will cancel out. So g dash is equal to minus y. So gy will become the minus y square upon 2, minus y square upon 2 plus c. So just you put the value of the gy here. So our solution will become f is equal to xy minus ln x plus gy. Gy is minus 1 by 2 y square plus c. Then always in writing the solution, you put f is equal to c. F is equal to c. This is the correct form for the solution of the exact equation. So it will become the 2xy minus ln of x square minus y square is equal to c. That is your solution. So in this way, you have not to struggle for the integrating factor by inspection. Just by the few algebraic calculation, you can determine your integrating factor easily. You can convert your non-exact equation into the exact equation easily. Yes, that's all from my side for today. Any doubt?
Sir, what is this 2xy written?
It is done, means I am saying that xy minus ln x plus, or minus, you can say minus 1 by 2 y square is equal to now c. So take the LCM, 2xy minus 2 ln of x minus minus y square is equal to 2c. So 2xy minus ln of x square minus y square is equal to c. Means sum of the constant is against the c, scalar multiplication of the constant is against the c. So always we write the c and c again and again. We are writing the f is equal to, generally we write the c dash. Then we are saying that c dash minus c is the c bar. So that is the c bar. Clear? Yes. Who has asked? Clear?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So before you started teaching integrating factors, so there was one question: sine x, sine y minus x e to the power y dy. So can you show that question once? Yes, sir, before this.
This one, second one.
Yes. Um. So when you did dm by dy, no, okay. So just a minute. So can you scroll down a bit? Yes, sir. Here, when you wrote f is equal to x e to the power y plus sine x cos y. So, there was one doubt.
We are integrating now. Here
So,
the integration of the e to power y is the x e to power y. Here
so just
integration
a
of the
minute, I'm
cos x
getting.
is the sin x.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
You search, no problem. I am waiting. No problem. You search.
So yes, sir, f was equal to sine x cos y, and then okay, yeah, sir, I got it. Yeah, I got confused during the signs. I'm so sorry.
No problem. It's okay. Still, you find something, you can ask on the WhatsApp. I have floated the WhatsApp group. If you feel any doubt, you can put on that,
Okay, sir.
so that other student can also get benefited. No?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Right.